people already in here? What's up, guys? Hello. Good morning, rise and shine. PP Piano. Whoa, I'm early. Hello. Hey, what's up? I didn't think anybody would be in here that soon. What's up, guys? Give me 1 second so I can pull you up on the chat so I can see you. What's up, guys? Boy, I don't know about you, but I was really tired last night. Woo! I actually had one of those nights where but I didn't go to bed till like 2 in the morning again. I got to start sleeping more, guys. I got to start sleeping more. That's what they say. Anyways, let's go into here to the chats. Hello, hello, hello. Very cool. AMD all day. Okie dokie. You want me to give you a lecture of how to jump from beginner piano to intermediate? Sure. Well, I don't really think that I'm a great piano player. That's my own opinion because anyways, I'll show you what I like. The first thing is just to create original, let's call it flows. You know, when you play music, all right, put this over here, business stuff, got a good pair of socks, you know what I'm saying? I guess I got a pair of socks sitting over here. It's always important. Sometimes I have temperature control, but I like a cold environment. Anyways, what do you, over there, I see you, what do you want to know about piano? Anyways, no, chest double. I think you should start in the key of B. Do you know what the key of B major is? Here. Well, put it this way. The key of B major sounds like this. So start on the B, hit the next 2 black keys, then go to the E, which is right below that second black key, and then go to the next 3 black keys. B major is where you should start, not C major. That's the first thing I would say. Got it. Okay, so do you know where the B is? The B, you have 3 black keys to the right. So you hit the B, the next 2 black keys, right? And just do that. That's just 3 notes. Scales, think of them as sets of 3s and 4s. So B, the 2 black keys, okay, then with your left hand, you know, the scale of B just sounds good, but I would start with B. B, 2 black keys, E, 3 black keys. And then with that, let's see here. Does that make sense? I don't really know what you're saying. Can you play, bro, can you play none 12 equally divided octaves? Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm self-taught, so I'm just showing people what I would recommend if they want to create music. For example, with a scale of B major, now with that, you could take something. I was working on this earlier, okay? What I like to do is when I play, I write something out like this, okay? And what this is 1 1 2 2. So the one of the chord, the one of the scale, that first B is your first note. The next note is your 2. Now, if you want to count semitones, you could just go, you know, you can do a lot of different ways, but you can go 3 2. You can go 2 2 1 2 2 2 1. So whatever note that you're on, right? You go up 2 semitones, right? 2 semitones, 2 semitones, 1 semitone. 2 semitones, 2 semitones, 2 semitones, 1 semitone. If you don't know what that means, just go to the C scale, which is C to C with all the white keys. And when you go to the next key, count the space between it. Those are called intervals. But you can use this, a 1 1 2 2, 1 1 2 2. That's going to be the right hand. And then the left hand is going to be 1 5 6 4, which is B, F sharp, G sharp, and E. And I was playing with this earlier, just writing an original song. And it sounds something like this. Hit the wrong note. But you see, that's not a very hard sound. It's just the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the B major. So with your right hand, you're just kind of just make a little melody like da 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 da, like. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then you do a 1, 5, 6, 4 in the left, which is the 1 of that chord, which is major. Okay, any questions? Hi. Do you have piano notes on basic language? Well, I'll show you this. I mean, if this makes it helpful for you, I'll bring this over here. Ow. Smashed my hand. Maybe it would helpful if I do it like this, maybe. I don't know if that helps you guys at all. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you can use these if you want. The numbers are kind of good to use, but here, this is what I'm saying, man. Okay, I've got this right here, okay. For you guys who want to do it, okay, so this is a B. If I go here, then I'm going to go to these 2 black keys. So 2 black keys, 3 black keys. The note to the far right, 1 white key, 2 black keys. Then we're going to go down. See how it's almost like a curve? Do, 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 do. Then go to the next 3 black keys. And that's all. Then you come back to here. So 1, 2 black keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back at 8, which is the same note as here. And the most important thing you should practice is a 1. Let's say you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4 is where you want to start. Does that let's come over here. Ah, that's interesting. Put that sucker down there. Does that make sense? Anybody got any questions on that? Anybody got any questions on that? Do you have piano notes on? I don't know what piano notes means. What do you mean, do I have piano notes on? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so now if you want to look at it from a theoretical perspective, here, I'll show you something right here. I don't know if you can see this or not. This is a little whiteboard. All right, let me pull this bad boy over here. All right. Okie dokie artichoke. Maybe this will be useful. Let me move my big old chair out the way over here. Let me pull this bad boy over here. All right. So, this chair is actually really heavy. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys can see me very well. Let's see. I feel like the camera would be better over here. I need to erase all this bull crap, dude. This is all the business stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all don't care about this. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have erased the melodic, though. All right. Let me make sure that you guys can actually see the screen over here. And I'll answer some questions based on the chat. Okie dokie. Artichoke. There we go. That looks all right. And I got some markers over here. Okie dokie. Okay. If you want to understand yeah, chest devil for sure. I agree with you on that. And what's also going to help is for me to have some light, so I actually look somewhat decent, because the lighting, believe it or not, makes a huge difference in all this shenaniganisms. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay. So, let us see now. Let's come over here. I think that's over there. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, I want to know what question. You ask me what specific question. I've got the chat up over here so I can kind of see. Professor Chris. I don't know if I'm Professor Chris or not, but I will show you. I am not a music theory major. I enjoy creating little custom melodies. Very simple music. You ask me to play a song request, I'm not going to do it. Go somewhere else. That's not what I do. I think, look, if your whole goal is just to sit down and play a song, then go memorize stuff. But that's not why I do music. What makes me love music is when I can create something original, something that's never been written before. And I do that almost every day, a quick little melody. So what I'm getting at is, okay, you have, I wonder if you can see that. I wonder if you're going to be able to see that. Maybe I need a thicker marker. Okay. Okay. Probably going to use a thicker marker here. Okay. Well, bam. That one's dead. Whatever. I guess I need to throw that one away. Okay. You see how that looks kind of like a piano? Okay. Maybe. Kind of. Okay. C, D. So you have all these notes, but it doesn't really matter what the notes are, right? Okay. See how that kind of looks like a piano? Okay. Well, from here, if you go on a keyboard and you're here, you have 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, 6 dot, 7 dot, 8 dot. It just is dots, right? And then you have a dot in between, right here, none, here, 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 and here. So when you think about it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the entire keyboard right here. All right? So, all you need to do is understand when you go from C and you go up, that is one interval. Okay? That's one interval. Okay? Not very complicated, right? So, if I'm on C right here and I go to D, I have to go up to the C sharp or D flat and then down to here. So that would be from here, 1, 2. 1, 2. We have a C, we go up 1, then to the next one. You notice between E and F, right here, there is a gap. There's a gap there, right? And there's a gap between, there's a gap there and there's a gap here. Right, between B and C and E and F. So, there's 12 notes, okay? It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then we come back to C. And then we have C to C sharp slash D flat, D to D flat slash E flat, nothing between E and F, G to A to B, right? E to F, F to G. So those little triangles are the black keys. You see that? Is that making sense? This is how my brain thinks. I'm not really good at reading. I look at things in forms of numbers and systems and stuff. Are we making sense? Is this making sense right now? Let me look into the chat over here so I can actually pull this up. All right. Okie dokie artichoke. Yeah, I'm in the chat over here now. Let me get my standing desk going. Okay, cool. So, Chess Devil, I'm looking at the screen over here. So, Chess Devil, when it comes to, absolutely, okay. So, when it comes to your major scale, right? Your major scale is going to be, if you look at all the white keys right here, right? You can look at C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay. From C to C is a major scale. Now, if you count how many dots are between C and D, C to D, you go up one and you come down. One interval, two interval. The formula for a major scale is 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. You could also call it whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Or you could call it tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. All of these are different ways to express the same concept. Making sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Because this is what's cool. Then you have the modes. The modes are incredible. Once you understand this, this is going to allow you to be able to create music anytime that you want. You have Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian, which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo! Okie dokie, those are the modes. And all it means is mode is Ionian, the first one, is major. The 6 is Aeolian, which is minor. Which means, if you go to the A, which is the 6th degree of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, and you play from A to A, and you count the intervals between that on your keyboard or guitar, that is indeed the minor scale. All the scales that you need to know are built within the original major scale. Any questions so far? Let me look at the chat. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okie dokie. Do we have any questions thus far? Because I know that's a lot to kind of think about. But are there any questions thus far? Huh. Thanks, man. You like my yeah, dude, I love this, dude. This is one of my favorite picks up at Goodwill, dude. I love this shirt, dude. I wear this to the gym sometimes, and it's always funny because, you know, I'm not really as big as people think, but I am pretty lean, and I do a lot of calisthenics. So when I take it off and I get a nice pump, it's typically at, I don't know, I feel like, I'm telling you guys, just start doing push-ups and pull-ups at different tempos. It'll change your life, man. Okie dokie, what do we got over here? Shirt is cool, okay. Savannah, that's what's up. No questions about it. That's what's up. Cool. So, okie dokie. Now, coming to the next part of this, what you need to know, and I'll give you a demonstration over here on the old piano, now that you can probably see. Over here. Let's pop this down. Okay. I'm going to give you an example of how to apply it. Okay? Again, I'm not saying I am a great musician, but I do think that my ability to create right here. So, what you need to do is the major scale concept. If you're on C, I wonder if I can, give me a second. I see the screen over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this sucker up a little bit higher. And I think if I do that, and then I do this, and then this might be a better vantage point for you guys to, for lack of a better word, see. All right. Pop that there. I feel like if that's there, I feel like this could totally go down like this more. That's probably going to be easier to see. I bet that's going to be easier to see like that. It's kind of crooked, but whatever. Okay. Is that easier to see? Maybe that's easier to see. Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay, that should be easier to see. Okay. So, Marcos, welcome in. So, now, here we go. So, you have two black keys, right? When you look at this black key, what I want you to think about, this black key right here, if I'm on this black key right here, this black key and this black key, they're all the same. So, when you're on this black key, if I go up to here, I want you to think about that as like a 1. So if I go up here and I go up, that's 1 movement. If I go from here up and then down, that's 2. 1, 2. That's a whole step, or a 2, or a tone. It's technically called a major second. This is a 1, this is a 2. Now when I get to 3, I also could have gone down to here. So this is a minor third and a major third. You can memorize that, or you can do what I do and just say, okay, if I'm on C and I go up 1, 2, 3. From here to there is 3. The space between it is 3 tones. So if I'm here and I go up 3, it's going to sound the same. All scales are built upon tones and semitones. Does that concept make sense? Right. So what I'm getting at is, if you're here on C and you go up 2, 2, 1, see how there's nothing between there? From here to here would be 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So the formula for a major scale is if you play C, two, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. No matter where you're at, if I'm hit a random key here, and I go 2, 2, 1, I'm at this note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Two, right? 2, 2, 1. That's how you find a major scale. So when you want to play something, just start with. One of my favorites is the B. You start with B, and you hit 2 black keys and then the white key. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's all the same thing. Sometimes you do it with your left hand. Now, 1 in the key of B, we have 1. You can look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you put your thumb here, your 2 fingers here, and then you just put this one here, those first 3 black keys in here, and then you can kind of move this thumb around because you also want to have this note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With just those notes, hell, you could just use the first 3 if you wanted to. Now watch what I could play. Now I'm going to use my left hand here, but look what I can play with just this. up off the top of my head. So what I'm getting at is it's not that that's very hard to play, but I like to teach you guys how to make your own music. Because at the end of the day, it's not that hard to go look at a lead sheet and just memorize. But I don't care how much you memorize. If you don't, if you want to create something beautiful, in my humble opinion, you got to know how to improv. You just got to know how to sit on it and make something happen. Like, here's another pattern. Here's one. I'm taking an F and I'm going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wherever you're at, if you count up 7 semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you repeat the note over here, that is a very good way to play your chords. So look. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just where you can just, find different patterns. So what you want to do is you want to learn patterns in your left hand that coincide with patterns of your right hand. And those are kind of like vowels and consonants. And then you put them together. A 1, 5, 6, 4 is also this one. Something like that. Okay, any guys got any questions for me? So, and that's that. Hope that makes sense. The best thing that you're going to do is just sit on the keyboard and just hit a bunch of random notes and then put a lot of time into it. And then eventually you're going to figure out what works for you. Or you're going to quit, one of the two. You're either going to say, this is hard, I can't do it, or you're going to get better at it. All right, any questions? Any questions? Hey guys. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take you a while, man. Or maybe you're someone who can just figure it out on their own. The biggest thing, man, look, you can learn songs all you want, but I know professional piano players, professionals who can play all sorts of music and they can do all these cool things. But then you say, hey, show me something that you've written. And they can't do it. Not to say they couldn't if they tried, but what I'm getting at is, look, if all you want to do is copy the music of other people, then fine, go do that. But I would prefer to be able to sit on the piano and be like, okay, I know I have a D major, I know the D scale, which is... So maybe I'll take a D chord, which is a 1. Chess Devil, is 20 minutes of piano session a day good? Well, to be fair, if you had a study plan and you said, hey, I want to do this and focus on one thing, absolutely. But for me, if I would have played 20 minutes a day, I never would have learned anything. When I was younger, I was trying to learn. I tried to spend a lot of time with the instrument and just familiarize with it. Familiarize yourself with it. I never met anyone good doing anything that only spent 20 minutes a day. So my answer would be no. Now you could do 20 minutes a day every day, and that will stack up on time. Like if you take a concept and you build 10 minutes here on concepts, yeah, you could do it. But I think if you just let your ears guide you, you may realize that you just need to learn some for concepts, yes. 10, 15 minutes of understanding concepts. But as far as playing, I know I didn't learn to do that practicing 20 minutes a day. That's for damn sure. Concepts, yes. But you're going to have to spend time on the instrument, and it takes a lot of time, man. The best thing that you could do is get one of these. Chess Devil, you're very welcome. Before you go, get you something like one of these, a circle of fifths. Take a picture of this. This is something that'll help you. Here's something that'll help you. Take a screenshot of this if you can. You see this? Hey, what's up, Alonzo? Dang, Alonzo Piercings. What's up, dude? I ain't seen you in a minute. There's a guy in Nepal. Shout out to Alonzo. So there's a guy in Nepal who comes up in the chats, and I was showing him some music theory, man. So I was kind of going over a little bit of... That's what I'm up to, man. What you up to, Alonzo? Oh, I've been doing good, man. Alonzo, yeah, we're still going streaming, doing my best, man. I was going over some music theory over here. If you look over here in the office, I was going over some music theory over here, brother. Let's see if you can see any of this stuff. Here we go. I was trying to show Mr. Chess Devil some of this, which is kind of the basic combination for some stuff. Always. And then we're over here in the office, man. Now, we've been doing pretty good, brother. We've been training people, doing my thing. I'm still training clients. I'm actually training a lot of people these days. I've been going to their houses and training people out of their houses, which is kind of funny to some people, but most of my training methods that I teach people, it about people how to get lean and diet. I don't really need a gym to do it because I teach people how to use their body weight and they get extremely good results from it. So it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, And yeah, I've been doing well, man. Been a minute. Got me a little spot over here. You see over here, I got my American flag. I've been doing some podcasting and some stuff. just trying to stay busy. Been playing a little bit of the old keyboard, like the old piano. You know what I'm saying? I was playing with this one earlier. Always good to see you, Marcos. Yeah, guys, you're welcome to put me in the chat while you're talking. I'm about to go cook some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet today. Love this pointer finger. Oh, you like the pointer finger? Yes. Yes, I'm talking to you in the chat. So, yes. Why they all got to be black? Oh man, my mind is so far away from racism. Most racist jokes go over my head because the amount of time I spend thinking about race is so small that I find myself thinking about a lot of things that other people don't, and vice versa. So a lot of jokes go over my head because I'm just always like, oh, that's what you were thinking? My brain's always thinking about lots of interesting things. It doesn't have the capacity. I don't think I have the capacity to have racism. If someone's a good person or a bad person, based on how they treat me, a lot of times I pretend to be stupid too, just to let people take advantage of me. Here's a good trick. Pretend to be an idiot. Let people make fun of you, let people say things about you, and just shake your head and allow them to think that they're doing something and just play a fool. It's amazing how many idiots you can catch when you pretend to be dumb. It's some little original piano music off the top of my head, guys. It's really fun. Alright, just playing around, guys. I really like this one though. Guys, you're welcome to have a chat. Feel free to ask me in a chat. How are you guys? Ask me anything in chat. Okay, I will. Onion! I'm scared. Onion head. Yeah, onion head. Hey, you guys are welcome to kind of talk to me while I'm in the chat over here. Oh. Welcome to chat. Welcome to chat. Oh. Whew. Welcome in, guys. Feel free to ask me anything while I'm over here chilling. Just keep it somewhat appropriate is all I ask. All I ask is that you keep it respectful. Sweet, we're at 2,108 of the 3,000 that we need for super chats. 2,108. That means within 2,000, that means I need 892 more watch hours, and then I get to the next stage of monetization. Holy moly, what a crazy goal that would be. Hey, what's up, Maggie? How are you? What's up, Maggie? How are you? Good morning, y'all. Oh, very good morning. We're almost afternoon over here. I tell you what, though. We have gotten, okay, Maggie, I don't know if you're following me trying to get monetized, but this is what's cool. I'm at 2,108 of the 3,000 I need to have super chats. So essentially, we are getting close to that. How awesome would that be? For me, it would be incredibly awesome because I've been trying to get monetized here recently. I've been trying to get monetized pretty hard, and I can tell you, it's not nearly as easy as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot easier. But anyways. But we have been streaming for about a good period of time this morning. And yeah, all that good stuff. But now I'm getting hungry. You know what's going to make me happy? Going to eat. Oh, Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, it's been a little tough. I can tell you, it's been it is not this whole they changed the criteria on me a few times, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just trying to, make it happen if it's possible. So, but I can tell you, I feel like the amount of sleep I have gotten in the last few days has not been very good. Not the amount nor the quality, but it is what it is. That's just part of it, right? Always tell you guys, do as I say, not as I do. Be better than me. But Maggie, I was playing some cool piano later. Maggie, I forgot, are you one of the people that like my piano? Do you come in here just because I'm random and ADHD with a crazy brain is what people tell me? Or are you someone, do you actually like my music? Because I was playing something earlier. Dang, my pole looks kind of silly. Woo! Oh, cool. Oh, there you go. There you go. I've been there. I've been there for sure. All right, well, then don't forget, like and subscribe if you're in the chat. Or at least give me a thumbs up. It really does help the process for me during the monetization. Okie dokie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll do it to you. I can understand. I can understand firsthand, man. Yeah. When you get back from serving, man, sometimes it's tough getting back used to society. I can definitely understand that. Well, my condolences. That's never fun. That is never fun. Well, maybe I can play you something that'll make you feel better. You want to hear some good music? You want to hear some good, happy, or peaceful music that might put your mind at ease? I've been working on a new little piece. And, it's not quite finished and I'm still working it out. But I think it's a good one. All right, let's see. I've never done anything professionally with my music. Although I have had a few requests to go on Spotify. My brother is supposed to help me with some of that. So, a few people have asked me, thank you for your time, Maggie. With my music, I don't understand how I can play piano. I study, I do my best, kind of, but I just like patterns, and I'm deeply empathetic to other people's pain and emotions. That's why I don't hang out with a lot of people, because I'm kind of, I feel other people's pain exceptionally, I don't know. I got a lot of empathy for people, and I can't be around a lot of people because their emotions they hurt me. I feel the pain of everybody around me 24/7. I cannot stand it. It drives me kind of crazy, to tell you the truth. But I attempt to play music that reminds people of something that they used to know, that perhaps they lost, or perhaps tell a story. And I don't play a lot of complicated music. Like, most of what I play is just what I feel, if that makes sense. A few people have asked me to try to record some stuff and put it on Spotify, but I've never actually been paid to play music anywhere. I've gone outside a couple times and practiced a few places, but now I kind of try to share it on YouTube. I kind of had this idea a long time ago that if I just kept trying really hard, maybe one day, maybe the right person would find me. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, Maggie, well, good days. Just remember this, Maggie. If I could Maggie, if I could, would you allow me to tell you something I think will make your day better today? Would that be okay? And I'm being genuine. I have to look over here at the chat so I can see if you're here, but okay. So in life, in life, you have to embrace the bad days like today, right? You have to embrace these days and understand that days when you're having emotions from people you've lost, all the hurt and pain, these are the days that are so important for you in your life. And do you know why? Do you know why these days are so important to you today, Maggie? I'm going to tell you. Because it's these days where you feel completely distressed, maybe something's not going right, thinking about people you've loved and lost and don't know if you'll ever love again. Well, it's these days right now that are going to make you so much more appreciative of the good days, because you're going to have more good days than hard days. But without days like today, then you're not really going to appreciate the good days. So you're probably just in one of those seasons where things ain't working out for you and you're having some emotions. I get that. Try to go for a walk. Try to do something that's going to allow you to remember good memories so you can appreciate them, because the good memories are so important to keep in our heads. And I think if you do that, you'll find yourself understanding that it's going to be okay. Hope that makes you feel better, friend. Doing so, Maggie, try to find something to create. A lot of times when I play my piano, I'm trying to create the sounds that I want the world to understand how I feel inside myself. And people need to create something into the world that's not dictated by artificial intelligence or bias from other people. Find something that allows you to create something in the world that's yours. And through creating new ideas, being creative, those are the things that are going to allow you, I truly believe, to find something that maybe you lost. Maybe you lost something a while ago. That's okay, man. Everybody loses, everybody wins. You know what I mean? I believe in you. Oh, you'll have more happy days. But it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be hurtful. Think of a diamond. Think of a diamond. Diamonds start off as coal. And it's only through immense heat, putting to the flame and pressure, that lumps of coal becomes diamonds. Whether it's in this life or the next, just know that there's still some good energy floating around. You'll be fine, Maggie. But you know, it's kind of funny. Hello, James McKeith. You're so right. Oh, what is this? James. Hey, James, how are you? Yes. Well, Maggie, look, if you're going to go doom scroll on YouTube Shorts, absolutely. Don't do that. Go out for a walk, go outside, and you said you like to draw. Boy, I always wish that I could draw, and drawing is something that's very difficult for me. So you having that skill set to go out and draw and express yourself outside is going to make a huge fundamental difference in how you perceive the world. I truly believe when we have bad days, it is looking at so many negative things, whether it's our phone, then we hear negative things on the radio, we hear people gossip and talk. And what freed me was separating myself from those people and work on creating something original into the world. Create something, and by doing so, you may find yourself just actually turning a bad day into a great day. I believe in you. Hey James, how are you, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm glad you like my piano. I'm glad. That's something I like to share. If I can do something that makes someone else turn a bad day into a good day, well, that means a lot to me. Money doesn't really mean anything to me. Things like that. Helping others realize that they have the power within themselves to do whatever they want. There's power in that. The world will reward you and open up paths and doorways to lots of things, but you got to serve other people, and you have to practice some form of self-discipline. And I appreciate you giving me compliments on my little, what I call simple music, but just because it's simple music, it's what I made. And I'll take my simple music that I create whenever I can. If I can do that, I know it's going to make me happy. And the fact that many people have asked me, hey, is your music on Spotify? How do you do this? How do you do that? Well, cool. I'm glad it makes an effect on other people. Here we go. This one's for Maggie today. I'm going to call this Maggie's Happy Day. Maggie's Happy Day. Oh, there we go. I wasn't hitting my pedal unplugged. Let me plug my pedal in. There we go. I was like, something doesn't sound right. Maggie's Happy if that's simple music, what's the garbage on the radio then? I don't really listen to a lot of modern day music, so I wouldn't know. But I can tell you this, it doesn't make me feel very good. What makes me feel good is I like a lot of the old classical. I like some pop music, but everybody's got their own taste. All music is beautiful, but if you believe, like I do, that there is power in music and the frequencies have so much power that I believe if someone truly believed that and they wanted the world to be better, there's certain music I don't think people would create. Creating certain frequencies of music makes people hateful and vengeful and angry, and I think that's a big reason why people are so angry, because they're so exposed to so many bad stuff. It's fun. The pedal unplugging is fitting if it's a song about me. I'm a mess, and that was beautiful. Nah, speak better about yourself. Never call yourself a mess. Never call yourself stupid. Do not let the opinions of others affect the opinions of yourself. You'll find strength from within. You'll find better ways to access your strength when you start believing in your efforts and every word that you say. And I'm far from perfect, because I say this to myself. Sometimes I find myself talking negative about myself sometimes. Now, there's a difference between understanding if you're trying to get better at something. And you can say, it's not that I'm bad or I'm terrible. Start thinking like this, Maggie, if it helps, with all due respect. Say, I'm getting better. I was having trouble. I'm making progress. I'm taking steps in the right direction. By programming yourself to do that for about 30 days, you're going to embrace a concept that's neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity can work for you or it can work against you, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just started tinkering around. Before many years ago, I didn't have a place to live many years ago, and I was at that time engaged in a lot of things that probably weren't the best decisions, you know. We all have skeletons in our closet, as they say. And the first thing I ever did was I went on the keyboard and I was just like, and then from there, I just started making these little pieces. I do have a couple formulas, like in music, it's pretty known in music theory. There's some patterns that typically sound pretty good. So I've studied a little bit independently. I've spent a little bit of time, you could say, studying patterns. I don't really read sheet music. When I listen to something on the radio, I don't really have a desire to replicate it. Not always. Instead, I'm trying to build repertoire to where I can just, because I never know what I'm going to play. When I sit down, I know that I'm going to probably play a B, and then an F, and then a G, and then probably an E. In my right hand, I know I'm going to be in a key like B major, which is Chopin's favorite cell. And I think, okay, a lot of people do all this fast music, but then I was like, when I'm having a bad day or when I want to create music, what we got here? Let me refresh the chat. Well, that was before. This was before I was a veteran. So at that time, well, if you want to know, I'll share it with you. It's a little personal, but my whole personal life is out on the web. I don't care. I've never been a very big fan of religion, so I don't have any grudge against people who need religion in their life, but I always found that separating myself from religion, I don't really believe. I fought for my country, and I understand that George Washington and original founding fathers consider the Bible the moral and ethical compass, and I guess that's true for some people, but I never needed a book or a Bible or anything to come to the conclusion that it's more about empathy. And if you have empathy for other people and you do the right thing, I think you should do that and come to your own realization of why it's important. Doing good acts and doing things because you're taught to, because a book says so and it pleases God, I've never really believed that. I'm not saying there's not a God, because I'm definitely not an atheist by far. I talk to what I call the source, the spirit, the higher power every day, throughout the day. I'm always trying to get closer to that. But I didn't get closer to that source of energy until I freed myself from all religion. I think harmony and balance. And to get to the point, immediately when I told that in the congregation in the church, as I was so young, they threatened me, they paddled me, they said I was a demon, they said I was going to hell, and all this stuff. And my experience in the church is that it was kind of a cult-like following, and it was very fundamentalist in its viewpoint. There was very little rationality, and as someone who's typically had a rational mind, I will never take away someone's personal truth. If someone believes what they think is true, then all means. But something that really scares me is radical religious groups and tribes, because throughout history, those people tend to think that they're right and they can't be convinced any other way. and they typically try to fight and have wars. And it's never been man versus woman. It's never been black versus white. It's never been religion versus religion. What it is it's people of power and education and people that are poor and are ignorant. Those people, it's always been that fight. But that fight has been disguised, in my opinion, by taking people and splitting them and dividing them. As long as we, the people, continue to stay split and divided without being uniformed, we will never be able to reach our full potential because there's power in people. What is that? I'm looking in the chat. What song? I don't really play songs. I attempt to express myself with original little melodies. So, I mean, if you want to call this anything, this was called Maggie's song today because one of my viewers came in here and, she was having a rough day. And I decided to try to play some music to cheer her up. So, something just kind of like this. Yeah, something like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, just like I was telling Maggie, who's sharing with this here, she said, Mom's a pastor. She's great, and she's my best friend. 38 years old, and just talked to God. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, well, there's a blessing right now. You still have your mother in your life. That's wonderful. And yeah, I mean, I believe rational minds can still be together and have difference of opinions. That's 100% true. And, it's good that you have that relationship. As far as myself, I don't really ever go to church unless there's a pipe organ or some really good music. Then, maybe they could convince me. But, yeah, I don't really conform to large groups of people who are willing to give up their rational ability to think for the sake of a feeling that feels good, if that makes sense. Now, if someone else wants to do that, that's fine. But if you are a person Well, yeah, there's always the pipe organ. It's probably a Presbyterian, right? So, would I believe that the benefit of all literature, not just the Bible, but all books, are they're trying to teach us to have a moral and ethical compass and believe in something larger than ourselves. I mean, even if you look at the Bible and you look at the message of Jesus, Jesus' main message was that you don't need a church. You don't need the Roman Empire. You don't need to have to pay have all these taxes and all these rules in order to get to God. And I tell most people that instead of putting 10% of their money in a church, if they took 10% of their money and put it into an index fund, that would probably be a better investment long term. Now, say my mom also, interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, if somebody goes to church and they feel good and they get refreshed and energized, then by all means, they should do that. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying, for myself, I never really got energized. Instead, I would rather take that time and come here and work on music, like maybe a new sound. Just playing original little sounds and stuff when I have an idea, that gets me what I would say closer to God than sitting in a church. I don't know, but that's just me. I always tell you guys, I am not trying to change anyone's viewpoint, but I just express my own viewpoints because I'm a human being. I think that's what makes sense to do. just so beautiful. I don't know what it is about this sound. Just the key of B. There's something about that key of B that just drives me crazy. I love the key of B. The key of B. I love the key of B. Can't really explain it. The key of B. So can I ask you a question if you're in the chat? My question in the chat would be, if I put a couple of my original melodies on Spotify, would you guys listen to them? Because I'm curious, because a few people have asked me, especially a couple of the basics like I appreciate it. I mean, you know, to me, that's not a very hard thing to play, but it's kind of in. I get a lot of people that I guess don't play music and stuff, but something like that is very simple. But sometimes I think music has gotten so complicated, all these noises and stuff. Man, just a simple. You want to hear something I play with the guitar? sound the same there, but this one does. Thank you. We have, like, schools in here are worse. They randomly call at 8 or sent and say this you new project partner make till tomorrow. Oh boy. Don't really know what that sentence, but that was trippy and smooth in a good way. Haha, okay. For all my rock and roll fans, y'all usually like these sounds. Stay overnight? That's not good. fun. There we go. Oh, thank you, Shawnee. Oh, absolutely. You said you were born talented. You either got it or you don't. Maybe. I don't know if I was born talented or not. I figure if I was born talented, I would be able to hear something on the radio and instantly play it. That skill I do not possess. I tried to get that skill. But I will say this. I will give myself credit that I do think I'm creative. I do believe I'm a creative individual. And I do not care if I make a mistake. If I play and I make a mistake and I don't think it sounds good, I don't care. I just keep going. And if somebody wants to say, "Ah, blah, 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 blah," I just say, okay. Shout out to Shawnee. Shawnee picking up on our conversation. Thank you, Shawnee. Shawnee is a musician, or she has a channel. She plays music and she plays guitar. She's a good musician. I'm just the guy who plays original little things. All right, guys, on that note, we will see you next time.